Today we're embarking on a journey into the inner universe, the human mind. A world so close to us it is literally in our heads, yet so misunderstood by most. Just as astrophysicists probe distant galaxies, psychologists delve into our brains, uncovering fascinating truths about what makes us tick. Get ready to have your perceptions challenged and your understanding of yourself deepened. We're going to explore some mind-blowing facts about psychology that might just make you rethink everything you thought you knew. From the hidden depths of the unconscious to the subtle influences of social pressure, we'll uncover the forces that shape our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Think of this as your own personal user's manual to the most complex machine in the known universe, you. So buckle up, fellow explorers of the mind. We're about to take a deep dive into 6 facts about the fascinating world of psychology. Ever feel like you're on autopilot, driven by forces you can't quite explain? Well, you're not alone. A vast portion of our mental activity hums along beneath the surface of our awareness, like a hidden ocean driving the currents of our behavior. Freud likened the unconscious mind to an iceberg with only a small fraction visible above the waterline. Modern neuroscience backs this up, revealing the intricate networks of neural activity that operate outside our conscious control. Breathing, blinking, even riding a bike. These actions unfold effortlessly, orchestrated by the unconscious mind. Our unconscious also influences our decisions, preferences, and social interactions. Ever get a gut feeling about someone? That's your unconscious at work. This rapid intuitive judgment is called thin slicing. Surprisingly, these snap judgments can be remarkably accurate. It's like your unconscious mind is a supercomputer, constantly crunching data. So how much of our behavior is driven by these unconscious forces? It's more than you might think. From the clothes we wear to the partners we choose, the unconscious plays a powerful role. Understanding the unconscious can help us make more conscious and deliberate choices. Ever done something that contradicts your beliefs, then twisted yourself into knots trying to justify it? That's cognitive dissonance at play. It's like having 2 clashing notes in your head, creating a jarring dissonance that we instinctively try to resolve. Think of it this way. You believe in protecting the environment, yet you drive a gas-guzzling SUV. That creates dissonance. So how do you resolve it? You might tell yourself that you need the SUV for safety reasons, or that your individual impact is negligible. You might even convince yourself that climate change is a hoax. These are all examples of how we rationalize our actions to reduce cognitive dissonance. It's a powerful force, this need for internal consistency. It can lead us to make all sorts of mental gymnastics to justify our choices, even when those choices are clearly at odds with our values. We're masters of self-deception, constantly rewriting our narratives to maintain a sense of internal harmony. Consider the classic fable of the fox and the grapes. The fox, unable to reach the juicy grapes, convinces himself that they were sour anyway. This is cognitive dissonance in action. Rather than admit defeat, the fox reinterprets the situation to protect his ego. We do the same thing all the time. By recognizing the signs of cognitive dissonance, we can challenge our own rationalizations and make more honest assessments of our motivations. Cognitive dissonance isn't always a bad thing. It can actually be a powerful motivator for change. So, next time you find yourself justifying a questionable decision, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever taken a sugar pill and felt better? That's the placebo effect at work. The remarkable power of belief. It's a testament to the mind-body connection. Your brain is a powerful pharmacy, producing its own pain relievers and mood boosters. The placebo effect unlocks this potential, harnessing expectation to trigger healing. It's not just about sugar pills. The placebo effect can be observed in conditions like chronic pain and depression. Studies show placebo treatments can be as effective as real medications. Imagine you're given a pill to relieve your pain. Even if it's just a sugar pill, belief can trigger endorphin release. If you believe it will work, then it will work. This isn't a substitute for evidence-based medicine, but it highlights the mind-body connection and the role of expectation. If you believe you'll get better, you're more likely to. And conversely, if you believe you'll get worse, you're more likely to. Our beliefs shape our experience of health and illness, so next time you're feeling under the weather, remember the power of the placebo effect. We often think of our memories as reliable records of the past, like video cameras capturing every detail. But the truth is, memory is far more fallible than we like to believe. It's a reconstructive process, prone to distortions, omissions, and even outright fabrications. Think of it like a game of telephone. Each time a memory is retrieved, it's slightly altered, subtly reshaped by our current beliefs, emotions, and expectations. Over time, these subtle changes can accumulate, leading to significant discrepancies between the original event and our recollection of it. Elizabeth Loftus, a pioneer in memory research, has demonstrated the ease with which false memories can be implanted. In her famous Lost in the Mall study, participants were led to believe they'd been lost in a shopping mall as a child, even though this event never actually happened. Many participants came to believe the false memory, even providing elaborate details about the non-existent event. This phenomenon, known as the misinformation effect, demonstrates how susceptible our memories are to suggestion. It's like our memories are made of clay, easily molded and reshaped by external influences. A leading question, a suggestive image, even a casual conversation can alter our recollections of the past. This fallibility of memory has important implications for eyewitness testimony, historical accounts, and even our personal narratives. It reminds us to approach our memories with a healthy dose of skepticism, recognizing that they are not always accurate reflections of the past. So next time you recall a memory, remember that it's not a perfect recording of the past. It's a reconstruction, a subjective interpretation of events, filtered through the lens of your current perspective. Ever meet someone and instantly form a positive or negative impression, even though you know nothing about them? That's the halo effect at play. It's like seeing a star shining brightly and assuming the entire constellation must be equally luminous. Think of it this way. You meet someone who's physically attractive. You might unconsciously assume they're also intelligent, kind, and trustworthy, even though you have no evidence to support these assumptions. The halo effect can work in reverse too. If someone makes a bad first impression, we might assume they're also incompetent, dishonest, or unpleasant. It's a powerful bias, this tendency to generalize from a single trait. It can influence our hiring decisions, our romantic choices, and even our judgments of political candidates. We're constantly making snap judgments about people based on limited information, and the halo effect can skew these judgments significantly. Imagine observing a distant galaxy through a telescope. You might see a bright core and assume the entire galaxy is equally dense and active. But closer inspection might reveal vast regions of empty space, hidden from view by the halo of light surrounding the core. Similarly, the halo effect can blind us to the complexities of human character, leading us to make inaccurate judgments based on superficial observations. This isn't to say that first impressions are meaningless. They can provide valuable clues about a person's personality and behavior, but it's important to be aware of the halo effect and its potential to distort our perceptions. The halo effect can be positive or negative. A positive halo effect can lead us to overestimate someone's abilities and virtues, while a negative halo effect can lead us to underestimate them. So next time you meet someone new, try to be mindful of the halo effect. Have you ever felt pressured to conform to the group, even if it meant going against your own beliefs? That's the power of social norms. It's like an invisible force field, shaping our actions and guiding us towards conformity. Think of it this way. You're in a group setting and everyone is expressing a particular opinion. Even if you disagree, you might feel hesitant to voice your dissent for fear of standing out or being ostracized. This is social influence at work, the pressure to conform to the group norm. Solomon Asch's conformity experiment dramatically demonstrated this phenomenon. Participants were asked to judge the length of lines, a seemingly simple task. However, when Confederates intentionally gave the wrong answer, participants often conformed, even when the correct answer was obvious. It's a testament to the power of social pressure to override our own judgment. This isn't to say that conformity is always a bad thing. Social norms can serve important functions, promoting cooperation, maintaining order, and facilitating social cohesion, but they can also lead us to make bad decisions, to suppress our individuality, and to go against our own values. Imagine a flock of birds flying in formation. Each bird follows the movements of its neighbors, creating a unified and efficient flight pattern. Social norms can operate similarly, guiding us towards collective behavior, even if it means sacrificing our individual autonomy. But what happens when the flock is flying in the wrong direction? This is the danger of blind conformity. Resisting social norms can be uncomfortable, even painful. But sometimes it's necessary to stand up for what we believe in, even if it means going against the grain. Thanks for watching. I hope you found these psychology facts as fascinating as I do. It's truly mind-blowing to consider the hidden forces that shape our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. From the unconscious whispers of our inner world to the powerful pull of social influence, the human mind is a universe of endless wonder. If you enjoyed this exploration of the psychological cosmos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. We'll be delving into even more mind-bending topics in future videos, so stay tuned for more journeys into the inner universe. Leave a comment below about which fact surprised you the most. I'd love to hear your thoughts and continue the conversation. And remember, the exploration of the mind is a lifelong journey. Keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the vast and mysterious cosmos within. Until next time, stay curious.